Also, let me show you. As he said,
original language.
I know that is trembling. I know, I smell fear. So he said,
That is a past. I show you. Every single time is past tense. Only Isaiah 9:6 future tense. Why? Think about it. 17 times same word. Because it's a corruption.
let me make the case more clear, and then my friend will speak. Sorry. For a child will be born for us, a son will be given to us, and the government will be on his shoulders. He will be named Wonderful Counselor. Wait a moment. Don't be afraid. Read. This is the text we are using.
Dumb and blind. They will not.
The government will be on his shoulder. He will be named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. Wait a moment. Prince of Peace. The dominion will be vast, and its prosperity will never end. 33. Okay, sorry. He said, the Lord came from Sinai, and he appeared to them from Seir. He shone on them from Mount Paran, and came with 10,000 holy ones, that referring to angels, with lightning from his right hand for them. So, okay, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you saying that this is in reference to Muhammad?
Yeah, because it's the historical event that took place. Yeah.
Okay, let's read the verse. Again, I'm going to read it. He said, the Lord came from Sinai and appeared to them from Seir. He shone on them from Mount Paran, and came with 10,000 holy ones, with lightning from his right hand for them. So this is in the time of Moses, talking about the past. So this was written before the coming of Muhammad, and he's talking about something that already happened in the past, that cannot talk about Muhammad.
He's talking about the past, and he's talking about the present. I mean, he's talking about the present, he's talking about the future. Mount Paran and the 10,000.
Okay. He said, the Lord came, that's past, from Sinai, and appeared to them from Seir. He shone, that is past, all the time is using the past tense. He shone on them from Mount Paran, and came with 10,000 angels, with lightning from his right hand for them. So he's using the past tense all the time.
Past tense is Seir, because Seir he's referring to Moses. He's now spoken about the past tense.
So he's shown.
You can't say he's speaking about the past tense again when he's referring to Mount Paran. He's talking about the future.
Okay, but let's talk about Mount Paran. He shone on them from Mount Paran and came with 10,000 holy ones.
Yeah,
but that's talking about something that already happened.
Prophesize.
Well, that's not what it says here. It says that the Lord, he's using the past tense all the time. The Lord came, the Lord shone, the Lord came again, came with 10,000 holy ones.
Brother asked the question, who was the Seir? Who was the Lord came from the Sinai, which is Moses, and dawned from Seir. Asking when did that day happen? Seir. Because they said it was Jesus. At the time of Moses, Jesus wasn't there.
But again,
Talk about the past,
the
future.
Again, he's claiming that this is a prophecy about Muhammad.
The Seir. Who is the Seir?
No, but again, he's claiming. No, I answer whatever I have to answer. You don't come, interrupt, and change the topic because it said. No. Wait a moment.
Jesus. So he's talking about the past as well.
So he's talking about the future.
Jesus is the future.
So he spoke about the future, then you have the back to the past.
No. So he shone on them from Mount Paran.
Hey, listen, back up. I will back up again. George is George God. George is George God.
In what way?
Philosophy, the solitary. George is there, and you want to
It's a free country.
Right, let me give us 2 minutes. Stand back and sit with me after this. I don't know if we like it. Okay. You Christian.
So if you want to start a new conversation, then I should finish with him first.
Let's just finish and then you can come in.
He doesn't even listen, does he?
What,
But listen, I his point better than me, but he doesn't listen. Do you know what? There's arrogance. And arrogance comes
Are you
with that-
calling him arrogant or?
But you said
Listen to what.
I left you to.
I don't have any. I have more problems with you than with him.
He's on superiority. He's superior to Christianity. And also a point.
And you want me to listen in?
I'm happy to talk about which religion is better, but that's another topic.
I need to go, dude. So which religion?
No, but
We're not even talking about that. Sorry.
Only religion of
Let's just make that.
only religion of Yeshua is better.
Let's just make that.
No other
Make that
religion.
point about God always speaks in present, past, and future. So you can't pick and choose when you feel like it. And also in that refers to the past and the future.
With all due respect, I think with who you are picking and choosing when is something that already passed and when is something that will happen in the future as a prophecy, when the same verse is using the same past tense applied to Mount Sinai and Mount Paran. I understand.
This is Isaiah 9:6, and this they say it's talking about Jesus. To us, child is born. To us, the son is given. Past, isn't it? Given is past. Isaiah is talking. But what they say? They're talking about Jesus, which happened nearly 800 years after Isaiah. But they use this past tense as a future prophecy.
Well,
Yeah.
you construct it. You construct it. Now use Hebrew, construct Hebrew, and you yourself.
Tell me,
Since
this is the past tense.
no,
but this is about
with
Jesus.
all due respect, you might be an intelligent person, but right now what you're doing is just torpedoing the conversation. Okay? With all due respect, but
Brother, this is
I respect you.
who is this about? Why is you
But-
past tense for future prophecy? They say it's about,
You are placing different standards.
but they say this is future. So why do you say?
Listen to me. He's claiming that Deuteronomy is prophesying about Muhammad.
Right.
Then you prove it. You are changing. You are deflecting the topic from proving Muhammad to proving another thing. Prove Muhammad. Prove Muhammad. Prove Muhammad.
It's your future.
Who's speaking here? In that verse, who's speaking? Who's speaking?
I'm only saying that Isaiah 9:6 is talking about the past. Isaiah saying it's given. But they say it's about Jesus, and God can
Okay.
the past, but it's the future. So same thing, Deuteronomy 33:2 is talking about the Paran. It's talking about the past, but one can that be future as well. Because he said that's the past, it has to be past. Then Isaiah 9:6 has to be past.
Okay, but then you construct your case. Use Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 to say that one part is referring to the past, another part is referring to the future, when the whole verse is using the past tense. You make the case because you are the ones who want to prove Muhammad from this text. So it is your responsibility.
What we're saying, when God talks, in God, past, present, and future is right in front of him. So he talks that he's already given. He's already done that. From his part, he's already sent Moses. He already sent Jesus, and he's already sent Moses. From his part, he's already decided.
I think this is not talking about.
This decision that he already done that. So this is even the past, even the future, but he's already decided it.
Wait a moment. So this is what Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 says.
I would actually use Deuteronomy 18:18.
He said, the Lord came, past tense, already came from Sinai and appeared to them from Seir. He shone, already happened, on them from Mount Paran and came with 10,000 holy ones with lightning from his right hand for them. So he's using the same past tense all the time. It is your responsibility to say when past tense is already done, and the same past tense is referring to the future.
And I'm doing that. That's whenever you want to understand what the author is trying to say, you need to understand how author speaks, how author conveys message. Same thing when we go to Isaiah 9:6 is talking about the past. But you say this is a prophecy about Jesus. He's going to come because
You think I'm going to let you go to Isaiah to prove Jesus, and you are not going to respond his claim because that was my...
Why is not letting me speak? Think about it.
Because you are just deflecting.
Why I'm just saying why?
Because you offer
Why are you
nothing.
interrupting when I'm speaking? Why? I didn't interrupt.
Make your case, but
I'm making my case.
can I say something and I will let you talk? You are just talking mambo jumbo and yada yada. Why? Because you are saying that this verse, according to you,
This guy likes the sound of his voice. I think he got my message, but he doesn't want me to say it, so people will understand.
because you are offering nothing, you are saying that because God sees the past, the present, and the future
Okay.
as one thing, then you can interpret whatever you want when he uses past tense.
Let's say for the sake
This
of
is history. He's
Can I
saying
speak?
he came.
No, mumble jumble. Can I speak now? Okay. Look, you says, let's say for the sake of argument, Deuteronomy 33:2 is past. Now Isaiah 9:6 has to be past as well, because God is speaking in the past. Do not ever claim that Isaiah 9:6 talking about Jesus, because even the Jews, the rabbis, they say this is not talking about Jesus. It's talking about King Hezekiah, who was already born in the time of Isaiah. So do not ever say that to us a child is born, Isaiah saying 800 years before Jesus. To us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. So you say this is Jesus, but he says he's already given, he's already born. So do not ever claim past into the future because you say that. Let's say Deuteronomy 33:2 is not talking about Muhammad. So this is not talking about Jesus. Do you get that? Do you get
Sir, have you made your case?
I did.
Yeah. Do you know what you are doing? Instead of proving Muhammad from Deuteronomy 33, verse 2, because you can't prove his case, you are now going to Isaiah. I'm happy to talk about Isaiah, but my condition is admit you have no way to prove that Muhammad is prophesied here. You do that, and I will go to Isaiah 9:6. But first, you have to prove here that this is about Muhammad, because you don't have what is required to defend his case. You have come to a conversation just to save him from something he claimed, but he can prove.
Can I?
I've been shorter than
Can I
you.
speak? Okay. He said, you have to admit that this is not Muhammad. Didn't you all hear what I said? Let's admit this is not Muhammad. Didn't you hear what I said? Because he was not listening. He was thinking of the question. I did say, let's say this is not about Muhammad. Then Isaiah 9:6 is not all about Jesus. I did admit. So why are you saying something?
Okay, then he said, okay, that's great. He's admitting that this is not about Muhammad. That's what your conversation.
Then Isaiah 9:6 is not about Jesus. Are you?
Philosophy, your idea. He's applying it to you with another.
Are you also
I'm
admitting it?
happy to talk about that,
Okay, go
but
ahead.
he has to admit that
Why
your claim, there's no way to defend your claim.
No, I would
So-
defend 18:18. Deuteronomy 18:18 is my case. Deuteronomy
Deuteronomy 18:18 is your case.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Because
his
you're
case,
saying-
Yeah.
he's the one who has used
You're saying
Deuteronomy 33 verse 2
That's his
to
argument.
say
And
that this is Muhammad.
argument. Because he has double standard. If he admit Isaiah 9:6 is not about Jesus, then say, okay, that's not. But if he say that is about Jesus, then that also apply for future prophecy as well. And then that's Muhammad. And I agree with you. 33:2 is talking about 10,000 saints.
I can talk
They went to Makkah and he said angels.
angels, yes.
Most of the translation says it's saints or the holy ones, yeah. The holy ones can be human beings as well. The children of Israel were holy ones. The holy nation, children of Israel, is called holy nation. So they can apply on
With lightning,
on human beings.
with lightning,
Huh?
with lightning,
Lightning?
with lightning, lightning.
No. You say holy ones. Why you use the word?
But the verse says also with lightning from his right hand for them.
Lightning, yeah. The Quran.
Okay, prove it.
Quran-
Prove it that happened. That in Mecca, God appeared with Moses, 10,000 people with lightning from his right hand.
Okay, let's see the
That's your claim.
Let's read the
That's your claim. And the only thing you are
Listen,
offering me
listen.
is that Isaiah 9:6 doesn't support my case.
Go on. Support it. Tell me that
It is you.
No.
He has used
I-
Deuteronomy 33, verse
Why
2.
are you saying that? I say, let's say for the sake of argument,
have
that's
a-
not about Muhammad. Now,
And that's all.
Now you,
Then that's all.
now you prove that Jesus, this is Isaiah 9:6 is about
we have
Jesus. Go on.
we have
Go on.
historically we have an event proven that something like that took place. There was a war that took.
10,000,
That he marched over with 10,000.
10,000 the holy
With lightning,
So you asked about
with lightning.
Quran is considered.
Yeah, with lightning. So God appeared with lightning from his right hand.
What lightning is talking about?
Show me where in the Quran says that
Where's the lightning?
God appeared in Mecca and people could see him because they saw lightning bolts from his right hand.
Where is the lightning bolt?
In Deuteronomy 33, verse 2.
Flaming fire at his right hand. Where's the lightning? Why is changing flaming fire into lightning? Why? Then you're going to say a hurricane and tornadoes. What are you talking about? You see, there was Christians too. They just
From his right hand.
no, all Christians, deceptive ones. Why say lightning? Why say the fire, flaming fire? The Quran is the word of God.
What?
The word of God. Don't you believe when they're meant to believe?
Let's say fire. Let's say fire.
Okay.
Let's say fire. Prove me. Fire.
This is just this was told. What do you call it? It's not my paraphrase. It's just like what's the word I'm looking for? When you say something, but you try to convey the message. Like
Metaphor.
the word of God, metaphor.
Yeah.
Metaphor is used. It's not. He's really holding flaming fire. It's not. It's not. It's not literal.
I'm not going to take everything.
Okay. Then 10,000 holy saints is a metaphor too.
He has a Quran with him. He has 10,000 companions with him, taking and Paran. Paran, which is in Arabia. He's in Arabia. If it's so much with him, and let's say we say it's not him, then use the same, apply the same on Isaiah 9:6. Never, ever claim Isaiah 9:6 is about Jesus, because Isaiah is talking about the past. He's given, he's born, and he will be this, and he will be that. And rabbis are saying that. He's talking about King Hezekiah, who was one of the greatest kings of Israel ever seen. So he's talking about King Hezekiah, who was very close to God. He prayed, and the angel of the Lord came and killed 170,000 people who came to destroy Jerusalem, Israel. So Hezekiah, they say, it's talking about King Hezekiah, who was already born in the time of Isaiah.
But if you think that I'm going to let you go to another topic and you are not going to answer for Deuteronomy 33 verse 2,
I gave you the reasons why I believe.
but the more we talk about 33
I talk about
verse 2,
Isaiah 9:6. So be consistent and prove that that's Jesus. You can never.
how dare you call me consistent?
By your principle, you
How
can never.
dare you call me consistent when I'm showing you?
Inconsistent.
No,
You're inconsistent.
I'm consistent, you are
I
inconsistent.
didn't call you consistent. So why you say I call you consistent?
No, I'm going to let you know why you are not consistent.
How?
It's because I'm telling you that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is used in the same past tense
All right.
for events where God appeared to people. God appeared to people. Then you are saying that in the very same verse, the past tense is referring to past, but then in some phrases, that very same past tense is referring to future. That's what you are saying. That's what you are saying.
Why is that?
And then you use the word metaphor. You use the word metaphor when I tell you,
You know why is that?
when I tell you to be consistent, to be consistent.
He will be exposed in camera that he's inconsistent because he's talking about.
I know that you can do
Hey,
taquilla fried chicken and you don't care.
Isaiah
I'm telling you that that's talking about a historical event. Now, when I demanded you to show me
I already
where in the Quranic narrative
know your name.
God
I don't
appeared,
know your name. I don't know what your name is. So,
doesn't matter. I don't want to tell you my name.
Mr. who called me mumble jumble. This he.
Did that offend you?
Huh?
Did that offend you?
I'm laughing. Of course. not.
Okay.
Nothing
I
that
said-
offends me.
Okay.
Even you.
Yeah. If that's a problem with you, I can promise you not to tell you that anymore.
Mumble jumble, did you?
Well, what is mumble? I say that you said mumble jumbo.
You say this is talking mumble jumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not.
You want me not to use that phrase? I won't use that phrase anymore. It's okay.
Doesn't make no difference.
But wait.
I have a very thick skin. I come to Speaker's Corner for a long time. I've got a lot of thick skin. You can say whatever. It doesn't harm me or hurt me at all. Absolutely not. You see, I will smile. I will not get angry with you. That's what I'm saying. You are not consistent. If you say past tense can only be applied on past, then Isaiah 9:6 starts with the past tense. He is born. He is given. But you say he's talking about Jesus. So you cannot apply the principle. This past
I told you.
past tense.
One case
Yes,
is
sir.
for Isaiah. Sorry, so just a moment. One case is for Isaiah 9:6, which, by the way, you should prove that he's talking about mighty God. Is Hezekiah mighty God? That's silly. To be honest, that's silly.
No, because
But I know the past tense of Isaiah 9:6. But it's just to let you know, they are claiming that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is talking about Muhammad. But Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is prior to the coming of Muhammad and is talking about the past. He's using the past tense. So you have to prove when,
We already admit them.
because you are not proving it.
okay, bro. He just told
No,
Hey, that's past. It's not about Muhammad. I said it many times.
Let me ask you something.
it's not about Muhammad. Good, then I won.
No. But I say 18 is. But that's not my argument. That was his argument. But I'm saying.
Then I'm talking to him.
But I'm saying the
You are making his argument your argument at convenience.
you're taking it because you've interpreted it that way. The language is speaking to you in that way that he's speaking about the past. So he just gave you another example where the language, when we read it, it's as if he's speaking about the past, but he's not. So there's a contradiction.
To us, this child is born.
Why
To us,
do you not
child
take
is
that?
given.
Why do you not take
The past tense.
Why do you not take that text as the past? When we read it, it sounds like it's talking about the past.
Yes.
So there must be some problem with your interpretation, maybe, of when God is speaking about the past or not.
Yes.
God-
Yes. I'm telling you. Yes. I'm aware of the past tense in Isaiah 9:6. I'm aware of that, but he's trying to escape that. So because your topic was your topic about Muhammad in Deuteronomy.
Yeah, but what we're trying to say is the language is the same in a sense, where in both of them, if we were to read it in that way, interpret that way, it's speaking about the past.
Yeah.
So why he's trying to set that standard where if that's the language and that's the interpretation that we're going to take, that's the same interpretation you should take to that verse as well.
Imagine best case scenario. Best case scenario. We can change past tense in half of the verse to a prophecy. To a prophecy. That's what you are saying. That's what you are saying. That it can be the future. When he's talking about Param, he's talking about the future.
No, because we know that God knows the past, present, and future.
Because God sees the future already. For him is already done.
So this is the past.
That people is going to, whoever going to come 10,000, it's already happened. Even we in the Quran, it tells us the people burning in the hell, and people will be say this in the hell, and what will even the past tense as well. Remember that Jesus said, or Allah said to Jesus, did you tell them to worship me and my mother? Allah talks about the hereafter. And remember, when Allah said to Jesus, so these kind of things, Allah, God, we saying everything is in front of him. So when he prophesying Moses, Jesus, and I have given those 10,000 come with a flaming fire. That means it's already done.
Your understanding of the past, present, and future is not the same understanding as when God looks at the past, present, and the future.
Yeah, but I get that God is outside time. But Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is talking about God coming, entering into creation, because he says he came, which is even against your theology. Do you believe that God can enter creation? Because he's saying God came.
God person come is God coming. So when the God say he come, I mean his messenger is coming. When the messenger comes, that's God coming.
So he said, the Lord came from Sinai and appeared to them from Seir. He shone, that's talking about something visible. He appeared to them, he shone on them from Mount Paran and came with 10,000 holy ones.
God's messenger comes, that's like God coming. No, God has to come. Whoever is God is behind that person. What's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes my language goes bad. The one who is Khalifa, the vice president of God, the one who God picked, it's like God coming. That's why it's metaphorical language. It's not literal language. And also, I was going to say, in the translation, I said the child is given, child is born. That's also a lie. Child was born in Isaiah 9:6. He said, child was born. You love. The word you love used 17 times in the Old Testament. Every single time it says was born, not is born.
Just add to that. Keep saying past tense. In ancient Hebrew, there is no tense.
Well, he's the one who started with the past.
No, but what I'm saying is tense, when you translate to the English, is determined by the context, right? So in prophecy, when prophets give prophecy, they usually use future, what's a perfect tense to describe future events that will happen, to explain certain things.
Can you back that up?
Yeah, it's called the katal form. Yanad is the katal.
I know. Why should I believe what you say? Can you back that up?
Yes, I can.
The past tense doesn't mean past tense. Can you just say?
I'm saying there is no past tense. You can Google it. There's no past tense in Hebrew.
But he's the one who's saying the past tense.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
brother, can you hear him?
No, you're twisting my words. I'm saying you understand
the past tense.
No, I'm saying
I studied Hebrew as well.
You didn't say there's no past tense.
I'm saying there's no written way of expressing past tense beyond context. We can't. For instance, when you say give, you add the en, right, to symbolize past. Right? In Hebrew, you give context, not just a single word. Does that make sense? Right? So you can't get from a single word the tense. You have to get from the entire context what the tense is.
33:2, it says, He said the Lord came from Sinai.
Yeah. Again,
So what do you understood of? Is it past or future?
past because of the context. That's what I'm saying.
No, okay, fine.
You can't use.
Okay, fine.
To
Now go to Isaiah 9:6. Now go to Isaiah 9:6. That's okay. No worries. That's past. I agree already. Let's say that's past. Now go Isaiah 9:6. What was? Child was born. Child was born.
reading who.
I read one verse and you say that's past.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here I have to keep reading.
I qualify that by saying it's past because of context. Now, when you read this, you have to understand from context.
Okay. What
Why
was-
did the translator translate as a
What
past?
was child was born?
Yeah.
Was the son is given.
Yeah.
And the government will be upon his shoulder. Meaning Isaiah, in the time of Isaiah, do you know King Hezekiah?
Yeah.
Was in the time of Isaiah.
I'm aware.
In the time of Isaiah. So he said the child is already born. Yeah, the son is already given. And then it's about the future. Then the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Yeah?
Right.
And we know that the
Mighty
kings,
God has never been given to any man.
kings were given names like God.
No,
not
I, El Gibor, show me El Gibor because
Never been used to attribute to any human being.
Kings,
in the next chapter, Isaiah 10, El Gibor is given to Yahweh.
And that's
And in
only-
Jeremiah, it's also given to Yahweh. And by the way,
name the Yahweh is with us.
by the way,
They were
El
people.
Gabor is what he's saying.
No. The Yahweh is a greater name or Al Gabor is a greater name?
again,
Yahweh is the greater name.
Why are you getting a hierarchy? They did symbolize.
Why not? Someone can be called Yahweh, but cannot be called Al Gabor.
You cannot have multiple names to describe different things that you do, or
So the human being can be called Yahweh, but it cannot be called Al Gabor. Where did that principle come from?
wait, you can't have multiple names. Is that what you're saying?
well, if you use the Bible and the Bible is not using El Gibor to another person,
Titles, but the king wasn't just called by their title, right? You've just admitted
The
that.
kings are given all Your Majesty. We call kings and
Right,
queens
but that,
Your Majesty.
The king was has a
They are
name,
they
right?
are the titles. Yes, they are. They are.
So you can have multiple names and titles.
Yeah, no. He was Hezekiah. He's talking about he will be called all these things. He will be like Almighty.
You said why can he not? Why is someone called Yahweh but they can't be called something else?
No, but you are the one who's saying nobody else can be called.
Yeah, El Gabor has never been given
No,
to
but
anyone
that's
else.
what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, El Gabor cannot be. It has never been given.
No. But what he said, obviously it is. Obviously it is given.
But
to Hezekiah.
position you're taking into the text.
I'm just saying that if that Yahweh can be given to human beings, then Yahweh is with us. There are names I can't show right now, but I can show you there are the human beings.
But
But given the Yahweh is with us.
you mean that they have the Yah clause referring to Yahweh, normal names like Jonah or
No, they are names. There's name is like the name of God is a human being in the Hebrew.
Yeah.
I'll show you. So you are the one who's saying that because you want to that it has to be Jesus. So you want to say no, Al Kabor cannot be given to anyone.
Wait a moment.
So anyway, I just show you. He said, and no, I'm not saying that. It's a Hebrew rabbis are saying that. If you listen to
Modern Hebrew rabbi.
Rabbi Tobias Singer, yeah, he knows Hebrew much more than them. You see, he said in this verse, 17, no, he said multiple times, every single word is used the past tense. Every single word.
But it's also
And he's saying that he is the king Hezekiah.
this is Old Testament. Let me show you. This is another translation of Isaiah 9 verse 6. For a child will be born for us. That's future.
That's a lie.
No.
Hebrew.
No. That's
Hebrew.
Isaiah 9 6.
Hebrew, isn't it?
For a child will be born.
Do you
That's
agree?
future.
Do you agree
That's
with that?
supporting your
Do you agree?
case.
Hang on a minute.
So
That's a lie.
it's not that. No.
Huh?
So cameras.
We're going to go direct Hebrew. We're going to go direct Hebrew. Don't say self.
No. Now you teach us Hebrew, please.
Look, this is a Hebrew here. Sorry, Isaiah 9 6.
and you're saying it's not saying was, it says will.
Yeah.
So you're
So look, for a child will be born.
Hang on. Isaiah 9 6 and the word
Holman Standard Translation.
Yulad. Every single time if you go Yulad is used 17 times.
That's not
Look, hang on. Look, one second. I'm speaking right now. Calm down. Genesis 4:26. What it says?
Can I say just
Was
something
born.
else and then you just speak? Sorry.
Look, Genesis 10:21. Children were born. Genesis 10:25. Were born.
No, please.
35,
It's good to have you.
Were born. Every single time Yulad is used is what past tense. Look, watch. Look at the corruption here of these people who make try to feed
You-
people. Look. Only Isaiah 9
I'm-
says will be. Every single Yulad is born.
You-
What is that telling you? and he says will be born.
Just for the cameras, Holman Christian Standard Bible.
Case closed.
For a child will be born.
These people
He
are deceiving
is-
you.
is
70
interrupting.
times the word you not use.
Sorry,
Every single
my
time.
friend,
Past tense,
can you come and
only
read
Isaiah-
if this is
why only
Isaiah 9:6 is referring to the future? A child will be born.
It's a prophet. Hey, see,
Is future tense?
What link
Is it future tense?
Some people say us.
Exactly.
To us. Past tense.
Yes.
Why Isaiah 9:6 is
So why is
only
there other interpretation?
think about it.
That's the last thing I just want to say, and then he can talk.
You're saying
So you have said, wait a moment.
You lie.
you-
You just lie.
no.
You just lie.
I'm
so he's denying that.
Is this for a child will be born? Look, read here. My screen. My screen. For a child will be born. For a child will be born.
Hebrew.
But you don't know Hebrew, and I studied Hebrew.
The interliner. I don't have to be Hebrew scholar to see interliner what the scholars are.
So,
What the words over there?
and also, let me show you. As he said,
Hebrew.
he said,
Original language. Says,
I know that is trembling. I know, I smell fear. So he said,
That is a past. I show you. Every single time is a past tense. Only Isaiah 9:6 future tense. Why? Think about it. 17 times same word. Because it's a corruption.
let me make the case more clear, and then my friend will speak. Sorry. For a child will be born for us, a son will be given to us, and the government will be on his shoulders. He will be named Wonderful Counselor. Wait a moment. Don't be afraid. Read. This is the text we are using.
Dumb, dumb and blind. They will not read.
The government will be on his shoulder.
Who can scan?
He will be named Wonderful Counselor,
The word
Mighty God, Eternal Father,
What can you do?
Prince of Peace. Wait a moment. Prince of Peace. The dominion will be vast, and its prosperity will never end. Will never end. He reigned on the throne of David and over his kingdom to establish from now and forever. His kingdom will never end. So that cannot happen about Hezekiah because his kingdom finished, came to an end.
What link did you get that from?
Sorry,
What link is that from?
that's Isaiah 9:6 verses 9.
What website?
Sorry,
What website is this? What?
What translation?
Holman Christian Standard Bible. It's not the only one, but this is a well-known Bible.
Well, a few minutes ago, you accepted that it was, and maybe so you think the same person.
I didn't accept.
It made you.
No. If he didn't make me, who is the one who escaped the situation? He tried to save you from the situation you put yourself when you claim that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is about Muhammad.
So you believe that God always speaks about the past?
No, he speaks about the future sometimes. Many times he speaks about the future.
But do you not believe in the divine decree of God, where He can speak about the past in a sense where He already knows the future?
Let's recapitulate. You came saying that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is a prophecy about Muhammad. I told you that prophecy, that verse speaks about the past and speaks about the context of God coming, appearing, coming, shining.
So you don't believe in that interpretation? He said you believe in that one.
He didn't provide anything. Sorry, what's the interpretation?
You don't believe in that interpretation, that translation that He gave you. You believe in that translation that you read out.
Are you referring to Isaiah 9 verse 6?
Yeah, it was.
No, I don't agree. But I know you are an honest man. You try to be honest. But he tried to use the past tense in some translations to say that probably it doesn't even prove Jesus or anything.
Talking about prophecies. So he was sticking to topic. He was sticking to topic.
But that's the point. In prophecies, you can use past tense to talk about a future event in ancient Hebrew. That's the point I was trying to make. So that's what it's saying. No. What I'm saying is, some translators choose to translate word for word, so they'll put was, but they expect you to understand that when they use it in the past tense in English, they expect you to understand that it's an imperfect tense in the Hebrew, right? It speaks nothing of when the thing is happening in chronological order. All it's talking about is that it is complete and it will be certain. From context, from everything else around it, we need to understand this is going to happen in the future. So we look at other parts of the text. Okay, Isaiah then goes on and gives attributes to this person, right? He says, Wonderful Counselor, Prince of Peace, Mighty God. Again, like he said, there's no precedent in the entire Bible where El Gabor, Mighty God, is given to a human being. right? So in order to make the argument, it can be given to humans. You need to have at least precedent, right? Anywhere in the Bible. But in the 3 times that it's used, it's always directly used of Yahweh, right? So at least that's one thing that Isaiah is attributing to this child who will be born, Godship, right? So that's what I'm saying. Then you have his kingdom will never come to an end, right? So then Hezekiah's kingdom did come to an end. But who's this child that will be given all these things and whose kingdom will not come to an end? So this is why the translators then chose, we understand that Isaiah in his time is talking about future. Because we know for a fact Hezekiah would never be given this name. Even Hezekiah would deny this name, right? If someone ever called him that, he would be weeping in dust and ashes.
You're talking about that particular verse. You're talking about like multiple verses.
I'm talking about multiple verses.
Speaking of, like, it sounds like he's speaking about the past, but he's actually speaking about the.
Yes, it's done in prophecy all the time in ancient Hebrew.
So that's the whole point where we started arguing, where he's
Yes.
speaking about the past.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying you have to understand from context. And he was trying to demonstrate the context that showed
But he
that
didn't
this
demonstrate
meant the past.
He didn't demonstrate.
I did. That's why he escaped the situation, because when I shown him that when you read not just verse 6, but verse 7 says that his kingdom will have no end, that he understood that that wasn't about Hezekiah, because that's a king forever. But Israel, you don't find a king right now. So it must be another type of king, another type of kingship, a future king. So the context says that. I don't deny that when you read the Bible, sometimes prophecy, as he said, is true, because in Numbers and also in Genesis, sometimes speaks about the past using past tense, but is referring to a future prophecy. As if, for example, when he talks about Canaan and all that, he's talking about past tense, but he's talking about the future tribes and all that. I know, but he wanted to use that to prove that in the same way Isaiah 9:6 can talk about the future using past tense, then therefore Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 may talk about the future even though we see it written in past tense. But Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is talking about God. God did something in the past. He appeared, which even betrays the theology of Islam, because he's talking about a God that entered creation. Isaiah 9:6 is talking about a context in which a king will come, because his kingdom will have no end. So even the dispute about past tense or future doesn't make any sense, because the proof is that this kind of king is of a different nature. That's my point. I never supported his case. But I know that it's true that we may see some translations past tense, but it's referring to the future. For the reason he said, it is the context, because in Hebrew, and I studied Hebrew 3 years, you don't have, like in English, the clause will or the endings ed to see past and future. You don't know. You don't know. It is the context which gives you that understanding. We can talk next week. What's your name?
Mo.
Mo.
That's me.
Nice to meet you.
Manuel.
What's your name?
Manuel.
Manuel.
Obed.
Nice to meet you guys. All the best.
Take care.
Take care.
Take it.
Thank you.
No.
Summary. I debated a Muslim guy. We debated on the prophecies about Muhammad in the Bible, in Deuteronomy. I showed him that according to Deuteronomy 18, verse 15, it cannot be about Muhammad, because a prophet like me means to be a Jew, to have direct contact with God, and to perform public miracles. That's not Muhammad. Then a guy came, interrupted the conversation, and because the other Muslim guy that was a very kind guy, he said that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 talks about Mount Paran, which is a prophecy in Arabia, but is written in past tense. Then a guy interrupted saying that, Isaiah 9:6 is also in past tense. And then a friend of mine, another guy came saying that past tense can refer to future according to Isaiah. I didn't want him to deflect topic and go to Isaiah without proving Deuteronomy 33 verse 2. But anyway, I've shown him, as my friend told him, that there is no past tense or future tense in Hebrew. It's context which gives you which tense is referring to. And Isaiah 9:6 is referring to the future, because even the Holman Bible translates Isaiah 9:6 as a future event. A child will be born. When I say that, he trembled. He trembled and he left. He didn't have anything to offer. So yes, and besides that, the context of Isaiah 9:6 is about a king whose kingdom will have no end. All Israel kings had an end. Their kingdoms came to an end. Therefore, Isaiah 9:6 and 7 must refer to a king of another nature, of a different category. That's all. Thank you.